The dark side of tarot cards and tarot reading. I'm going to do a demonstration for you, not with real tarot cards. These are Bible verses, but I'm going to show you how tarot reading can go from fun and insightful to quite scary and demonic. Before we get started, I want to let you know that tarot readers do not know that this is happening, okay? I was a tarot reader for many years. This kind of revelation comes later. Rest assured, if you are a tarot reader or you get tarot readings done, your tarot reader is not trying to harm you. In fact, they want to help you. So just know that. So this is a representation of what happened with me in tarot, and I'm sure has happened with many other people, of how tarot can get very dark. Let's assume you've got a relationship problem going on and you have your tarot cards in front of you. You will shuffle the cards in a tarot reader and you will ask whatever, obviously, what is going to happen with my relationship? So just assume these are tarot cards. They're not, they're Bible verses. You'll shuffle the cards and you'll pull some out. Now, usually what will happen is it will tell a story. So, say for example, and this is only an example because remember, there are good cards in the tarot deck, but there are a great number of bad, dark cards in there. And that is illustrated through the drawings and through the meanings. It doesn't matter how somebody interprets the message, immediately it gives you a bad vibe. Now, you are not in control of what comes out of this deck. So literally you are giving your destiny, so to speak, or the power over to whatever is answering you through these cards. And I say whatever for a reason. So say for example the Three of Swords comes out. For those of you that don't know, the Three of Swords is a popular card in the tarot deck that represents heartbreak and betrayal. There is no other way to interpret this because the imagery straight away is a heart with three swords in it. Nothing about that card looks good or feels good. Doesn't matter how you try to turn it, your soul and your instinct knows that's bad news. So with this card alone, you would then start to get the panic or the fear that your partner, your relationship, the question you've asked, is cheating on you. So that then puts that into the equation. Are tarot cards right? Oftentimes they can be, but in the other instances, no. And what happens is the spirit of fear is able to come through this card with the Three of Swords to make you start ruminating and believing, and above that, accepting that a betrayal is going on, even if it isn't. And we all know the power of accepting something to be true, even if it's not. Now, what is likely to then happen is you'll get two other cards come out here that don't really correlate with this, very rarely. So say, for example, you then get a Wheel of Fortune. In tarot, this is the turning of the tables, the turning of luck. So then, in your mind, you are going to scramble and salvage anything you can to make this card, the Three of Swords, not true, because you don't want to believe it. The table's turning, Wheel of Fortune, so whatever bad luck we did have is over. Then comes the anxiety. Hang on a second, what else could that mean? The tables are turning. Does this mean that things were good and they're now not going to be good? The mind starts to race, and then you will accept the messages that come through in these cards. Now, if you're having a tarot reading done on you and these cards come out, the tarot reader, more often than not, will not lie to you. Genuinely, these are honest people. 9 times out of 10, they want to help you, and they're going to give you clarity and honesty from what they see. So if they see this display come out, they are going to tell you that your partner is cheating on you, even if he isn't. And bear in mind, they're not doing that to hurt you. They're doing that because that's what they're being told, okay? And they pay attention to how they feel. That Three of Swords by itself is one of the worst cards in the deck. So you're essentially playing Russian roulette with what comes out. So when that tarot reader speaks that over you, you accept it as truth. Now, this is just an extreme example. There are other cards in tarot that comes out and doesn't look too bad, and you can really explain things through. But the point I'm trying to make here is this. What comes out in the cards, you cannot control. And you are likely to accept the curse, okay? So when I say that tarot is cursing you, what we speak over our lives, what we speak over other people's lives, and what we accept is a curse or a blessing, okay? So if that card comes out, immediately the spirit of fear has access, and also the spirit of sabotage has access, because now you're going to be looking for signs in your relationship of cheating, which could then make you the person to sabotage your own relationship, even though nothing was going on. Obviously, this then spins off. You will seek the cards again and again and again, and as things start to play out through the tarot cards, because you accepted it as truth, you will then believe that the tarot is in control of your life. So you give up all of your free will to tarot cards. Does that make sense? So yes, while tarot card reading is very insightful and can be very fun, it gets to a point where it starts to dominate your life, it starts to dominate your feelings, and it starts to dominate your mind. So obviously when I was reading tarot, I was never a fan of it. I must be honest. I liked other cards. I wasn't a fan of tarot because of how dark the imagery was and the messages in there. There's a great number of dark cards in there, so you are playing Russian roulette whether or not you're going to get a good card. So when I threw out the tarot, all of these bad things that would manifest in my life, they don't happen anymore. They don't happen anymore, and that is genuine. On God, they don't happen anymore. So the reason I'm doing this video is for you to consider, how is tarot affecting your mind and how is it affecting your life? You have free will. You can do as you please. And like I say, people that read tarot do not have intention to hurt you. They can't see this, okay? They feel that they're in control, and whatever they're speaking to, I say whatever because anything can speak through these cards. When you open a door to something, you open a door to everything. Be warned, be on your discernment with this stuff, because as much as it presents itself as pretty and insightful, it has a way of controlling your life, your mind, and your soul.